Hi, and welcome to Friday's channeling of Odyssey of Ascension. I was in the middle of taking my hair out, so I said, hey, let's take it out in front of. Let's just get naked. Let's get that FF hair. You know, that FF hair, freshly. It's like, oh. Love that hair. Oh, Friday. We're going to do Q&A is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from this last Wednesday. So, questions, got some people sending them in. So you got a little time, so there you go. Someone was asking when it was. Thanks all for tuning in. You do such a good braid, Jen.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Thanks all for tuning in. Let's rock. Greetings all. So you guys come to a point. Here you are once again, bringing yourself into a focused reality for some kind of outcome or purpose, maybe. Maybe. Definitive intention tells you the truth about that. There was a comment on Roxy's last channeling by an entity, the real God. Roxy looked at that and she understood. The real God is the choice, guys. You're starting to see that the whole game is not about what you think it is. It's nothing to do with it. The self that you are now is not the self that you started out as. You're not the same self. When upon awakening, you can't even recognize that self. That self is so many images ago that it's incredible. And if you continue to understand yourself through the shedding of the selves that keep you separated from your God self, you will understand. See, that entity found that these, let's say, something there that says the real. And Roxy said, you are the real. And she saw it in herself. See, it's not about fucking right or wrong. Fuck that. It's about the belief in yourself that everyone is allowed to be right and everyone is allowed to be wrong. Does that hold value with you? That anyone can choose their truth, and if it slights you in the slightest, then you're fucked. You're taking an image and you're saying you suck because I'm right. You can't be right until you choose it. But if you're defending your righteousness, then you are lack of your self-worth. You're trying to be that self of a journey. The journey is dead. It's over. It's back there. The journey is now. Free. Undefined. Relationship to whatever you choose because you are your truth. It's not about where it started out, is it now? It's nothing recognizable, truly. You still have some of your rhetorics about the 30D and 40 Earth splitting and when first contact and all that hoopla that kept you distracted. So you can show yourself you don't need to be distracted. That your life is here and now. You didn't have a beginning, humanity. You just were. In your terms. You just are. You didn't start out. And you sure as hell don't know who you started out as. That is so off the scale of your memory in the now, you can't even fathom that self. It doesn't even resonate with the same frequency. But you hold yourself in glorious times of moments, of exceptional actions, of feedings by others to validate you, to give you worthiness. I want you to hear these. The worthiness. I want you to hear those vibrations, these ideas. If my truth is my truth, why do I seek another's validation of my own truth? For I am not worthy of my choice. of self-validation. There was no reason for you to offer in preacherhood if you had no doubts of worthiness. How can you ask another for your given idea of awareness that was already chosen as worthy? How? Because you have a self that doesn't feel that connection to the grace and the beauty of awareness, created existence that you've been given. You have a self that is masking that through the feeding of admiration, the separation idea of less and more measurement, the comparative self of space point times of now in comparison to others, and your journey to validate my worthiness. The consistent relying upon the ideas for you to understand yourself in measurement. The reliability of others to give you value and time. To preach your idea true so others may feed you because you are starving from your own worthiness. So you seek others. See, that entity, that common, is his truth. That's the beauty. He can say there is a real God. The ultimate truth is that over there. It is not here and now. But see, that's it. That is it, isn't it? It is it. Do you see it? Because he chose it as a truth, so that is the truth. Now, who seeks the idea of non-truth in that reflection? Who among you seek the prism to be that of shady, of one of unworthy, of co-creation, transcendence of vibrations? Do you see? Why? Because you know you can. But when you know you can and cannot, when you know you have a choice to be or not to be, the self of worthiness and the self of lack, then my question to you is nothing. My statement to you is God bless. Because you found it. The ultimate truth is whatever the fuck you want it to be. Please hold that as true and choose it in the consistency of your own will, your own love. Do not waver. Do not throw up because you're afraid to speak your truth. Do not hesitate writing your Facebook and YouTube comments, your blog posts, wondering if you should take some action. Do not hesitate on your own worthiness given to you by God, me, you, the dog, the cat, the lamppost, the flowers, the fragrance, the wind, the air, creation. Do not escape yourself into a slighted mannerism of detachment because you feel unworthy. It's only about you finding and choosing what you choose. And when you choose, you know. You are afraid to tell your truths that you found. And yet you use those truths to preach on soapboxes. Then be that preacher. Or be that chicken shit. So you may live a truth in value. And that all truths or truth will become exponentially your journey. And you shall shed the selves of separation and only fold yourself into the whole of you. You will never lose your awareness. You will only gain your remembrance of self. You cannot not be All of you have questioned your fears, your whys. I stopped using drugs. Why do I still have an appetite? Because you can. Why do I need to fill myself with this addiction? Because you are God. You're always lacking yourself of escapism from the journey you have chosen of the truth to experience to an eternal self. And you constitute yourself in manners of time between measurements of good and fear, ecstasy and sorrow, because you're God. All you have to do, entities, is choose the truth every time it is presented. And lo and behold, to all of you, your truths are present, always and every now to choose. Save that as a truth. Excellent. We bid you a good day. Adore. We had that the other day. We had that the other day in class, in Sly's class. I understand now when someone chooses whatever they say. I was holding it in a value system of measurement because I was scared to allow. Do you know why? Because I was afraid if I would allow them to be that person, then I might be depleted. And I was scared to lose. You guys have journeyed so long. Many of you have come on this trip with me in the last almost 3.5 years, I suppose. And you've seen me change, and you find things about yourself you just can't see until you choose it. And it takes a lot of honesty to cut yourself open to the world. It takes a lot of balls. And it's unparalleled in comparison on anything I've ever could have imagined myself experiencing. And I found that when someone chooses a truth, and I allow it, not allow, you can't, and allow it as that truth, that they found something in them, then I've offered them the love of them as they are. Not the preacherhood. Not the fear that, shit, that's a wonderful truth, but if they're saying that truth and it doesn't resonate with mine, and mine says freedom and theirs says resonations of separation, who gives a shit, Roxanne? Let them. Well, fucking let them. I get it. Because it's not a mirror, it's a prism. And if I'm this vibration, and they're this, my hair, and we go like this, and I get pieces and beautiful, undistorted love from them, and then it hits my perceiving, and then I filter it because they conjecture something that doesn't resonate with my wholeness, then I take that energy and exchange it and give them in reflection a vibration that says separation, because I didn't say their truth was a truth. But see, it is. For fuck's sakes, guys. That's what it is. It is. It is. And that's the beauty of us. Because they get to. I get to. You get to. So I allowed that, and I love what they say, no matter what it is defined. Vibrationally, it's love, and I give them the allowance of that, and then they get Roxanne undistorted. Because I am not that of separated on that interaction. So I give them wholly. They give me wholly. And we give each other the unum of one. The awareness of what we are. God. It's exceptional what we've done together. I love you guys. See you on Wednesday. Rock your weekend. Bye.